Hi, I'm Sam, and it's time to wake up. Today, I want to talk to you about living in a high vibration, living in a high vibe. It's hard to do. It's hard to do consistently. You can't do it consistently. In fact, when your shadow self starts revealing themselves, that's time to process those emotions and not just bypass it and say, oh, high vibes only. But we'll get to that. Today, we're going to talk about living in a higher vibration. When you start bringing yourself up, those around you can't do anything but raise their vibration too to meet you. Those people around you are going to have to step up, or they just can't help but feel how good you feel. And they want to feel good too, right? What a huge part of a high vibration is maintaining your focus. Our thoughts really start creating our energy and our emotions. When you shift your focus to things that bring you into a high vibration, you'll notice that it happens almost naturally. When you start controlling those thoughts, oh, I'm starting to feel down on myself. Oh, I'm starting to do this. Instead, you put on some music and dance in the middle of your kitchen. I bet you your whole day will turn around. You know, when you have a bad day and things just aren't going right, that's living in a low vibration. When you start focusing on, oh, this already happened to me. I already spilled milk all over my books, or whatever, my car's not working great, and you focus on that, and then it's something else. Oh, now I lost my keys. Oh, now my shower water ran out. Whatever it is, and you start really just focusing on those negative thoughts, that's putting you in a low vibration. And that creates a whole bad day. Whereas if something negative happened and you say, oh, it's okay, maybe I need to focus on what I have gratitude for, or what lights me up, or positive aspects of my life, then you'll notice that's not as big a deal. I'll give you an example. When I realized that I am living in a generally higher vibration than I had been for previous decades of my life, I got a brand new coffee pot and I'm so stoked, and I love coffee. I'm a coffee nut. And I set it all up, and that first morning I turned it on and apparently there was a hole in it, or a leak, and it leaked all the way down my microwave onto other stuff and made a giant mess. And not only that, but I also didn't have coffee, and it didn't even faze me. And I kind of had a moment of, oh, previously I would have let that set the tone for my whole day. I would have made that a focus. I would have told everyone about it and poured more energy and thought into that. But instead, I let it go. And I didn't let it set the tone for my whole day. And I had a great day, even though I had to figure out another way to get coffee as fast as possible. So when you stop feeding those thoughts of negativity and what has gone wrong, and you instead shift your focus onto what's gone right, then that's a great way to start changing your vibration and living in a higher vibration. Not giving an F what other people think helps you be in high vibration. What lights you up, what makes you happy, and listening to your soul's journey, what you're being called to do with joy. These are ways to higher your vibration. I also have 4 daily practices that I have to keep me maintaining a high vibration on a daily basis. So 4. Number 1 is meditation, and meditation can be anything. I've taught my daughter that when she takes a shower to focus all of her negative energy, things that are bothering her, things that are weighing her down, and letting it wash down the drain and focusing on that. That is a very simple meditation. If my 9-year-old can do that and really feels a difference after a shower, that's a wonderful way. And it's scientifically proven that water can contain energy and emotions. So there's a lot of studies on it, and we'll get to that at some point. But that's a wonderful way, or taking a bath and washing away the negativity, whether you do it in the morning to start your day or you're washing a bad day down the drain. That's one meditation. Another meditation that I've recently learned that's helped me is by using mala beads. There's 120 mala beads. Mala beads are a Tibetan practice of kind of focusing your thought. I have 4 mantras that I've been taught to use. There's other ways of doing it, but I usually do this, and you're saying it to yourself as you pull each bead through your hands. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. And thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. And thank you. And you go through the whole strand. I also wear mala beads on my wrists. Previous to living in a higher vibration, I suffered a lot of depression and anxiety. And through my process, and this is why I still wear them, if I'm having a panic attack, which I don't really have anymore, anxiety attack, if I just am sitting there, I go through the mantras and I say it with each bead until I feel a little better. This is a great tool for kids too. Another meditation I use is candle meditations, where I focus my energy through my fingertips and I focus on a candle. And when you are really just starting out to meditate, you might want to not put so much pressure on yourself. Ideas, it's hard to quiet your mind, I gotta tell you. It really is. And the more you practice, hopefully with a daily practice, the more you'll find it's easier to do. But when a thought enters your mind, let it sit there and then let it out. Quiet your mind if you need to focus on being in nature or being somewhere where you feel safe, or the humming of your fridge. Focus on one thing and let those thoughts flow. And after a while, you'll notice more important thoughts besides your grocery list are going to come into mind. So number 1 is meditate. And number 2 is movement. Get your body moving. And it can be anything from, like I said, dancing in the kitchen. I practice Qigong. Tai Chi is wonderful. Yoga is wonderful. Taking a walk. Anything to get your body moving, because you get that blood pumping. It's a lot easier to focus on more important things. Number 3 is outside, nature, connecting. I know that's not easy for everybody. Even if you have a plant in your house, I found that having a few potted plants on my porch and watering them is even a nice little way to get outside a little bit. And finally is create. This can be anything, even if you're not creative, trust me. Creating can be anything from a journal entry, a small poem, art, ideas, anything to kind of get your brain flowing, your creative juices, your sacral chakra flowing so that you can make something. And it could be something so small. I also, in keeping creating in mind, I made it a daily practice to even write in my journal, write my dreams down before I even touch my phone. And that in itself has been extremely powerful. We get pummeled with social media, with texts, with all this information flying at us. To sit there, wake up, write down your thoughts, connect with yourself before you even jump into that world, you're going to find you're starting your day a lot more grounded, a lot more focused. So here's the awesome thing. If you can do all 4 of these things every day, you're going to be, I promise you, jiving in some high vibration. And I got a little treat for you. You can combine them. So if you do Qigong in the park, or you do yoga on your porch, or you find that when you are spinning pottery, you are not only creating, but you're meditating, you're focusing your energy. You can combine these things and get them done. What's funny is you'll find if you do in fact do these daily practices, you're not going to want to rush through them. It is a certain level of personal accountability, but you're going to find that, I started yoga. I only want to do a 15-minute video or a little class. And I found myself yearning for more as soon as I was done and doing a 30-minute video after that. You start feeling your self-love a lot more when you do these daily practices, and voila, high vibration. I actually been helping a lot of people in my lives kind of connect with daily meditation and just making that a priority because it does set such a tone. And a friend admitted to me today, I've meditated consistently enough that when I don't, I feel it. You feel the difference. You feel the drag. You feel that low vibration. You want to set yourself up for success. And I know it sounds like a lot of commitment, but it can be in the littlest things. Wake up, journal, do a little mala beads. Just run through the 120 beads. That's all. You're saying it something like, 20 times? The whole mantra? I'm sorry, 30 times, something like that. I'm not a mathematician. And do a couple yoga postures. On some days, I don't feel like slapping myself around with some Qigong or stretching out. But if I put on some Cardi B or some Britney, yay, free Britney, and I dance my little booty off, I am instantly in a higher vibration. And I start affecting people around me. People tell me I'm glowing. People tell me I look happy. Yeah, I am. Because I make a daily practice of it. And I want to encourage everybody else to do what they can. And don't beat yourself up if you don't do all 4 things every day. Guilt is a low vibration. You got to forgive yourself every day. Forgive yourself for what you didn't accomplish yesterday or what you didn't even want to accomplish yesterday. Today's a new day. Today's a new opportunity to start off right. And you know what? If the S hits the fan, it's still not a whole bad day. It's just a bad moment. And your reaction to that is everything. Take it in stride. Breathe it in. breathe it out. There's a million breathing meditations on YouTube. I'm sure you can find them. So, meditate, movement, create, get outside. Do these 4 things every day, and you're going to be feeling this high vibration. Like I said earlier, I had depression, really bad depression, severe postpartum depression, and just focusing on the best of me and what I can do every day. It might not seem like much, but if you do it every day, that's 365 times you meditated in a year, or less if you skip a few days. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But you're going to find you're more committed when you do these things every day. It feels great. And you're going to find people around you start lifting up because you're in such a high vibration that they can't help themselves and they want to do better. And you can share or you can not what you feel like is working for you. But it's some pretty powerful stuff. The other thing is we're going to probably go into this more in another video, but the law of attraction. If you know anything about the law of attraction, it's bringing those things that you really want or desire towards you. But the trick is to be kind of desireless and not be desperate and not be needy. When you are consistently in a law of attraction or a law of high vibration, you're going to find that the seas part for you, that things line up because you're lined up, that the things that you really need or want just kind of fall in your lap. I know it sounds crazy, but it's absolutely true. Because you're in high frequency, you're in high vibration, you're sending love and light out purely and truthfully and authentically, and it comes right back at you, just like that negative stuff. You're going to focus on things that make you happy, and that other stuff isn't even going to be relevant to you in your life. It's pretty powerful. So better people around you, there's less stress and anxiety, and what you're going to find is it just grows bigger. It grows bigger when you follow what lights you up, when you're living in high vibration. The world is your oyster, and it's going to start unfolding for you. I mean, unraveling, unfolding, falling out before you. When you follow what lights you up, when you do a daily practice of making yourself happy, focusing on what makes you happy. And it can be real hard at first. I am not going to lie. I have been there. I know it's hard. Even in your darkest times, start looking at what little things bring you joy. The simplest things. Go in nature, unplug from your phone. I know I'm saying this on a video, but disconnect to reconnect to yourself. And you're going to feel so empowered. I promise you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I do appreciate you. I hope that I shared you a little love and light for your day. And hopefully you're going to be gliding in high vibration. Ciao for now.